We need the lip balm. This is from Faye Beauty. Look at how bad I have made this. Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Ratika. I create content around skincare, makeup and curly hair over on Instagram. On YouTube, I do more vlogs, but I'm starting to slowly get into beauty as well, and this is my kind of first beauty video in a very long time. I'm back in Chennai. Previous video of this style was my what's in my bag video, which you guys loved. I did not expect that kind of a positive response, and I'm so happy that you guys liked it. I'm definitely planning to do a lot more sit down videos, and to get things started today, I'm going to be talking about Tira Tools. For that, I want to apologize for the audio quality if it's bad, but I still have my mic on, so let's hope that the audio is still pretty good. Tira recently launched their new set of in-house like makeup brushes and face tools, and also like beauty sponges. So we're going to be testing them out because they sent me this massive box full of Tira tools. So I'm very excited to talk about this. I did not expect to receive this kind of a massive package. I am so grateful that I get this kind of stuff. I only had Instagram deliverables that needed to be met, so they don't even have any idea that I'm doing this video. So this video is not sponsored. I'm just gonna like go in blind. This is my first impressions of using the product on my skin. I have seen them because I had to take the stories, so I have seen them, I've unboxed it, but I've reboxed it so that I can do the unboxing experience with you guys as well. We have paper, wrapping paper, and here are all of the tools. Let's get these out of the way. These are the Tira Jade Gua Sha. This is what it looks like. I'm gonna open this up for you. This retails for $8.95, and then you have the Jade facial roller, which retails for $1,795. Wow, I was not expecting that steep price, but yeah, this is the Jade roller. Let's get into these. I literally was telling my sister that I need a gua sha, and I took one of her gua shas from her Sephora kit. Let's open it up. Oh, how do I? Oh, okay. How am I supposed to do this? Oh, ipdiya. Frick. Oh, this is actually really nice. I like that they have like how to use the benefits, all of that. And here is the gua sha. This is the benefits. And then this is how to use, and then this is the gua sha. Okay, I removed this somehow, and oh my god, it feels much heavier than the Sephora one. It looks really nice. This is what it looks like. It looks pretty decent. Review seethu kudukriya.
Good gua sha, guys.
Good gua sha.
Jade roller open pantiya?
Illa no open panna. Open panita. Am I doing it right?
And the flat இருக்குல அது வந்து எப்படி பண்ணனும்? இல்ல flat இருக்குல ஒரு சைடு புடிச்சிட்டு எப்படி பண்ணனும்? ஒரு சைடு உங்க நெத்திய புடிச்சிட்டு
ஏன் பிடிக்கணும்? நல்லா டைட்டா தான இருக்கு.
பார்த்தா தெரியுது. and இங்க அந்த கேஜ் பண்ண. actually அது அப்படியே பண்ணா நான் ஃபேஸ் பேக்ல வந்து தெரியல. Why are you making your face?
I don't know. It feels like I'm supposed to wait for it. I feel like this would be more effective if I kept it in the fridge and then like went on my skin. But yeah, I have nothing on my skin by the way, except for some sunscreen. But yeah, I need to clean this up and use it. But let me know in the comments if you guys would like to see it. Now I want to do a little bit of an unboxing for you guys of the brushes. So all the brushes come in these individual packaging. All of the brushes are sold separately. You're not going to get them in a full set. At least from my like research, I couldn't find if you can get it in a full set. I think you can only get it in like individual boxes because each of them are priced differently. Like for example, this powder brush is priced at $1,995, which is almost $2,000, and then the detailer brush is $1,895. Like the bigger the brush, the more the cost is. All of the details of the brush are on the back, but as soon as you open it up, it comes in this black case, and this is like really sturdy, by the way. It's not like a flimsy kind of case or whatever. I am so sorry if the lighting is going like haywire. I really cannot fix this, so I'm so sorry if I'm disoriented, but I'm trying my best to keep my cool and to be organized. What the brush looks like, it has the Tira logo, and then it comes with a sleeve. Remove the sleeve, and this is the brush. This is the powder brush that you have. I love that they included the red with the sort of rose gold. I think it goes very well with their color story and their brand story. I have just unboxed all of the brushes, and this is what they're looking like. These are just so beautiful. Like, if you were to keep these in your vanity, you totally can. These actually will stand on a nice surface, so I love that. I want to talk about this. This is their double cut beauty sponge. Yeah, each of these retail for $4.95. I have two with me. This is very cute, by the way. This feels like a Christmas ornament. Oh, that's very interesting. It has a slant on both sides. I don't know if the slant is picking up, but it has a slant on both sides, and it has that Real Techniques kind of vibe. I have my foundation with me on a palette, and then we're going to do one side with the beauty sponge and then one side with the foundation brush. So I'm just going to take my finger and just dot this all over. This is my normal technique to do foundation. I don't really like picking up the product with the sponge, because what happens is the sponge ends up absorbing a lot of it. So I prefer to just dot it with my fingers a little bit. You can also use another brush to sort of dot it all over your face. This is a damp sponge, and it is very soft, very squishy, like that. I'm just going to use this side and start blending. Now, usually with sponges, what I've noticed is that they don't give the same coverage as they would on a brush. That's just been my experience, but that's not going to be the same for everyone. I know some people like more of a skin-like finish. So if you're someone that likes that, then I think sponges are a great option, especially if you're a beginner. There's no technique to it, right? Like, you're just kind of patting it on your face. It definitely feels great. It was very quick. It's a massive sponge, actually, now that I'm properly using it on my face. It did absorb some product. Let me show you. It definitely absorbed some product. So the finish is definitely a lot more skin-like, very nice, but you can still see some of my pigmentation poking through. Tira Tools foundation brush. You know what? I actually really like that it has this curved center. My hand is naturally wanting to hold it almost like a paintbrush. So this is great for beginners if you are worried about where to hold the brush. This is what one side looks like over the other. You can definitely see a difference even around my mouth and stuff. I feel like the foundation was evenly blended. Again, this is much more of a preference thing than anything else. I just like when I have to use just one layer of product, because here I feel like I would have to use more concealer. So that's just my thought process. I did notice some shedding. Oh yeah, there you go. I don't know if you can see, but there is a very small amount of shedding. This is very normal for new brushes. So actually, I should have said this earlier. You should wash your brushes before you use them first. But I was just so excited to use them that I didn't bother to wash them. It's only a problem if it starts shedding after the first wash. There are quite a few smaller kind of brushes, but they are all meant to be for eyeshadow. So I'm very curious to see if any one of them would work for concealer, just because that just maximizes your use of the brush. This is the Petite Blender brush. It's a round eyeshadow brush that you can use all over the lid. It's just a basic eyeshadow brush, but I'm going to use it to do my concealer, see if that helps. Also, just to see if it will help with blending any cream products. Wow. Okay, that actually looks so good. Okay, I may have found my favorite way to blend this concealer. This is what I love about makeup. There are no main rules. You can just kind of go with what works for you. I am loving this so far. This is really nice. I'm going to dip the blender into some powder and just remove the excess on... Oh, sorry. I'm just going to set my under eye. I'm not going to set anything else right now. Oh, but that was so good. That was so easy and quick. Okay, I think I will be using the blender more for powder than anything else. I mean, I normally use a puff like this, I have talked about this on Instagram, by the way. So now I'm going to grab the powder brush. This is a massive brush. I love how this brush feels. I love how it looks. With that kind of money, I would definitely want a brush like this, because this is the kind of brush that you would keep on your vanity and you look at it and you'll be like, wow, this is so pretty. I'm just going to dip my brush into my powder, dust a little bit of the excess off, and then just press the powder all over. I prefer to use this technique than swiping, because I do have a lot of liquid products underneath and I don't want to disrupt them too much. You could also very easily use it for blush, like if you're someone who likes heavy blush. It just feels so nice. None of the brushes feel pokey. Sometimes brushes tend to do that, especially if they're fresh new brushes. This is called contour brush. Now I will be honest, I don't contour my face that often. I'm gonna dip it into some brown eyeshadow and just see if we can get some sort of color. I'm removing the excess on the back of my hand. You can see how much of the excess product is here. I just don't want to look like I have mud on my face, so I'm just trying to do with that. Wow, okay, that blended so nicely. Doesn't that look so good? It looks like I chiseled. I'm not someone that contours, so I'm happy with the whatever color that I have on my face right now. Brow brush. We're going to just brush up the brows. I'm going to mix black and brown eyeshadow and just go in with light strokes just to fill it in a little bit. I'm not someone who does my brows very often, and I'm also not someone who fusses about it too much. Like to keep it as natural as possible because I feel like that looks my best. I don't think this is that special to be honest. I like the spoolie. I like, you know, this angle tip is nice. I don't think this is like worth the money. This is $7.95. I don't think this is worth it. Like, I think any kind of normal spoolie with angle brush will work. The other brushes that we used, I definitely liked them. I think those are like more something you can splurge on. This one, not so sure. I do like it. I will be using it because I have it, but it's not like something I would purchase myself. I'm going to dust off the excess from the contour brush and actually use it for blush as well, just to test out like how much we can get out of this. Ooh, that looks so good. Wow, that looks so good. I reckon I can use this even for like foundation, or even under like concealer, because this is very similar to a Real Techniques brush which I use all the freaking time. This is the Real Techniques RT100. I use this all the time. They feel very similar on my face, so I really like that. They have quite a few eyeshadow brushes. I'm going to test them out for you and tell you which ones I really think you guys should test out. This is the contour shader brush, and what they recommend in the directions is to use it in your crease. So I'm going to grab one of my darker browns and use it in my crease. You want to find your crease where your eye bone kind of sits and blend that out. Basically, I left off at the contour shader brush. I will say though, I love this shape. I think the shape is really like very useful. The precision brush is meant to be used on the outer corners of your eye. So we're just going to go on the outer edge as they recommend, and they ask to do sweeping motions, so we're just going to do that. What I'm noticing with this brush is everything is so much quicker. I don't know if this is a brush thing or if I have just gotten better at doing my makeup. That blended in 2.2 seconds. It's not necessarily harsh, but I do have a lot of pigment on the outside which I kind of want to blend into the crease. So for that I'm using the blender brush. This is meant to be used as sort of an overall blending brush, and I just read the instructions and it said that it's also meant for your concealer. So next time I will definitely try this out with concealer. It has a slight slant at the bottom over here, so I think it makes a lot of sense that it's meant to be used as concealer, as a concealer brush. But anyways, we're just going to use it for blending the other colors over here. I'm going to dip my precision brush into one of the metallics over here. It's the color. I'm going to use that all over the lid. That applied that so nicely. The packaging has a lot of information on how you can make this work, and something I really like about Tira is that you can always find information on their website. Now for the smudger, I'm not going to use it for anything else but to sort of highlight the inner corners. Ooh. I'm going to finish the look with a very soft eyeliner, and for that I'm going to use the angled brush end from the brow brush. As of now, I don't think they have like a thin sort of eyeliner brush. I think that's the only kind of brush that's sort of missing. I'm gonna go ahead and stamp the eyeshadow across the lid. This is the last brush that we're going to use today. This is a detailer brush, and this is meant for your highlighter. Again, I'm not a highlighter kind of girl. This is not really a brush I would use for that, but I can see myself using it for blush, for contour. Like, I'll show you guys a comparison of the contour brush and this one. The contour brush just has more bristles, and this one is a little bit more softer and smaller, so you will definitely have more control when you're contouring or using it for you know, blush. Shadow palette from earlier. I'm just going to use this to see if we can get a nice highlight. Ooh, maybe I should start wearing highlighter more. Listen, I just love how all of the brushes are performing. I have no issues with them. I think they are beautifully made. This is the final look. I am obsessed with it. I think everything is so smooth, and I don't know, I just didn't expect it to turn out this nicely. I just want to quickly go through some of my favorites from this collection. These brushes really do make a huge difference in your makeup routine, and you can see so visible in my result. All of the brushes are fabulous, but I do prefer some over the others just in terms of how often you can use it and also the versatility of them. So these are my top 5 picks. This one is the foundation brush. I think it's beautiful. If you are someone that wears foundation regularly, I definitely think that you should pick this one up. The next one is the contour brush. This is also one of my favorites because you can not only use it for contour and blush just like I did, you can also use it as a foundation brush, and it definitely has that sort of denseness to it. Very versatile brush, and you can use it for a lot of things, unlike the foundation brush, because this one has a flat top. I don't think it would be very easy to use under your eyes, but this one is definitely something that you can use, and it is a little bit bigger, so you're going to cover a lot of surface area. The powder brush, honestly, this is just my like personal favorite because I don't have a brush that's this big. It just feels so like nice and pretty to like, you know, dust powder on your face, but it does get the job done. It is beautiful, it's soft, it does the job beautifully. I have no complaints. You obviously can use it for like bronzer. You can even use it on your body as like a body brush. A lot of people do that. The brush is the detailer brush. It's just a smaller version of the contour brush, and I really like how it's shaped as well. It has a bit more of a slant, so it's easier to like sort of blend your concealer or any other cream products that you have. This is the only eyeshadow brush that I'm showing that I feel like is totally worth your money, because you can get so much use out of a good blending brush. And I'm going to show you on my hand. It's just so easy to blend. Now if you use the flat side of the brush, you can apply more color, and if you use sort of the top of the brush and just go in windshield wiper motions, you're going to get like a really nice blend. So it's a beautifully shaped brush. Lastly, I want to talk about the blender. The blender itself is really nice. I have no complaints, but I really loved using it for powder, and I will continue using that because it just sort of settled the right amount of powder under my eyes where it doesn't look too heavy, and I don't have to work on blending out the excess powder. So I really loved using it for powder. If you guys really enjoyed this, please be sure to subscribe to my channel and leave a comment down below and let me know how you like this video. I think it's a bit of a longer one. I really hope that you guys enjoyed it. Hopefully from the next video I will learn from my mistakes from today and try to be less chaotic, and I will see you guys in the next video. Okay, bye.